Hi guys, this is AC Gamer back with another video on Tower of Fantasy. So in today's video, what I'm going to be doing is focusing on Lyra and why I believe she's actually going to be one of the most funnest characters to actually play as when she comes out in a global server. Now obviously this video is going to be subjective and obviously you guys might have a specific character that you think might be more fun. However, this is my video talking about Lyra and why I absolutely love this character. In my opinion, she is the JoJo of Tower of Fantasy. She just punches the living hell out of characters and it looks absolutely fun to play as her. Her kit as well is actually quite useful as well. It makes her very versatile as well in multiple game modes as well. Overall, I want to go ahead and summon for this character and I will be saving my resources to make sure I actually pull her in the future. Now obviously the characters will get balanced, so whether that they deserve a nerf or deserve a buff, that will happen for the global server. But I do think the entire kit that you see with Lyra might well, she'll still be good when she comes out. But let's talk about Lyra. But before I do that guys, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, stay tuned for more content on Tower of Fantasy. As you can see, I have been making several content on this game, so if you guys don't want to miss out on future videos, because yes, I will be making video on Ruby as well as the what's called Lynn, the Saki as well, talking about why they're good as well. So if you guys don't want to miss out on that video and you want to make sure you get notified when those videos come out, make sure you click the post notification on and let's get right into it. So Lyra, sorry, what did I say? Lyra. In my opinion, I absolutely love this character. You know, if I wanted to pick a character I absolutely love, it probably would be Lyra, because I love to do Muda. I want to do that aura. And with all the gameplay I've seen and the amount of numbers that she can, well, cause your screen to have, like when you're attacking someone and she does the Muda, you see your screen right now is going to be filled with a bunch of numbers, making you feel like you dealt a lot of damage, making you feel like you actually did something. That's actually very cool. Now let's take a look at what she can do in the CN server before I talk about why I think she's going to be absolutely fun. Obviously the gameplay just shows you why I think she's fun. Now with every character that get balanced when it comes to the global server, the shatter rate as well as the charge rate always remain the same. So with Lyra over here, her shatter value is 12, which is actually quite decent, or good, sorry, and her charge rate is at 10, which is also very good. Now she is a supporter character, or supporter resonance, where she can heal and all of that stuff. However, you can actually use her for damage. Now in the CN server, the physical team is known as the second best team. Obviously in the global server our meta is going to be completely different, but let's talk about why Lyra is actually good in the CN. So the physical team is good obviously because they had Mark as well, which Mark was absolutely insane, but obviously I don't think Mark is going to be coming to the global server. We do have to wait and see, but the chances of Mark coming is very low. But even without Mark, I do feel like the physical team is actually going to be very strong, as long as you have Claudia, the Lynn, as well as the Lyra, and I think that team will be very nice. Now the one thing I like about Lyra is the fact that as you're attacking with a basic attack, I think it's the basic attack, you're able to deal damage, blah blah, but the attack is very fast, and every time you attack you're also regaining yourself some HP. So let's say your HP is low, all you have to do is go close to the enemy and attack, blah blah, Muda, and you get your HP back. Now once your HP reaches 100%, you have something called a hover heal, which your healing is converted to to shield. So if you have a healer in your team as well, let's say your HP is still 100, that still gives you hover heal and you can get yourself a 60% shield. Now that's for the CN server, obviously that will change in the future. Now why Lyra is good, because she has great sustainability, she's a great team player with the heals as well, and she also can deal massive amounts of damage, which makes her a very nice character to use. Now characters like Saki and Lyra over here have a different resonance. Now if you build a a healing resonance with Lyra over here, a priority will be giving you guys some healing ability, so she will be able to deploy some totems. So you place some totems on the floor, you're able to place about 3 totems, and there is going to be some green balls passing through that, and each when the ball passes you basically regain some HP. I believe that's what you get when you have the healing resonance. However, if you do decide to go for either the attack resonance or the defense resonance, I'm not too sure, she gives herself a nice AoE attack instead, but I will say both resonance or both playstyle will be actually very good for her. So let's take a look at her. So in global server we don't know whether she's going to have the physical resonance, but in the CN server she does have that upgraded physical resonance, which was actually very good. Now most people know know what JoJo is, or the series of JoJo, I'm not sure if you've watched it, but if you haven't, go check it out. But yeah, JoJo is one of the most iconic anime, and you can always remember one scene in JoJo or one voice line or phrase, which is aura 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 or muda muda muda, where you're attacking so fast with your punches and it looks absolutely insane in the anime. Now take a look at Lyra and take a look at her skills. She's basically like that. If you ever wanted to play as a JoJo character, there you go, you got Lyra. And because this is an MMORPG, you have nearly full control over the character, so you can move the character, you can jump, you can fly with this character, you can swim with this character. So it's overall just so much fun to play with this character. I personally will have so much fun if I have this character. Now this is the main reason why I actually want 2.0 to come faster, because I just want to get Lyra. I know obviously they shouldn't do or move that fast, because it will obviously ruin the game if they move too fast, but most likely 2.0 will come within the next 2 months. And after that we'll get 2.0 with Saki, the Lin, and then after that would be Lyra. So I have enough time to summon or save up for this character, and I definitely need to grab this character. Right now in my global account I am able to build 2 teams, the Frost team and the Volt team. So I am going to be summoning for Claudia, because Claudia is going to be absolutely useful for the physical team. So another character that will support my Lyra when I get her. I absolutely will love this character when she comes out, and I can't wait for her. Now I do hope when she comes out in the global server, her balance or the changes they do make to her does not take away the kit or how useful she is going to be, and I will love to use this character later on. Now the last part of this video is going to be me explaining different teams you would run with Lyra, whether you guys want to run a full attack team with Lyra, whether you want to run a healing team or overall supportive team so that you can help your teammates out. This video is going to talk a little bit about that. So yeah, if you want to run a HP team or like a supportive role where you just main focus is just trying to make sure your allies are safe, then you want to run Lyra with Nemesis as well as Pepper. Now you're running 2 lightning characters and 1 physical character. So just in case Lyra doesn't get the physical resonance, it doesn't matter, because this team you're really focusing on increasing your Volt's attack, because Nemesis is going to be your main healer. So when you're using Lyra as your supporter role, you basically want to use Lyra so that you can summon up the totems. So as you summon up the totems, like I said, the green balls will pass around giving heals. So you do that and then you switch back into Nemesis, and now you have yourself more heals. So you have heals from Lyra, you also have heals for Nemesis, and Pepper is just there so that you can have that increased Volt resonance, and that will just be it basically. And that's a good supportive team. Now I personally would be running a full physical team, and that's going to be Lyra, Claudia, as well as Lin. So Lin is going to be another support DPS for my team, whereas Lyra, I will mainly try and use her as much as possible, but if I need some range attack I could easily switch over to Lin, and then I'll use the discharge skill for Claudia to also increase my damage overall. But yeah, your resonance is going to be very important to explain what type of role you're going to be using with Lyra. But that's just a quick summary on different teams you could run with Lyra. Now obviously as the character comes out to the global server, I will have a much more detailed and better video talking about teams you could run with her. But yeah, the main focus of this video was just to see how fun she would be when she comes out. And yeah, hopefully when she comes out it's not too long. Now in terms of timeline or schedule we could expect, now in the CN server she was released within 7 months within the game release, which is not that bad. So if the game in the global server is moving a little bit faster, then you can expect it to come within 5 to 6 months, maybe even shorter. But like I said, 2.0 should be coming within the next few months. Well, based on my prediction, assuming that each banner is 3 weeks, and assuming that Claudia as well as Kobo B doesn't get released at the same time, then 3 weeks for each banner should basically mean that the 2.0 should be coming out in November. I wouldn't mind that, and after 2.0 we can just wait for Lyra to come out, and then I will be pretty excited for that. So yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Tell me down in the comment section whether this video has made you like Lyra even more, or made you hate her even more for some reason. Or tell me down in the comment section if you guys were already planning to summon for Lyra, or you think she was just entirely fun as well. That's all I wanted to cover. It's been your boy AC Gamer. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm out.